Notice motion number one.
My apologies, sorry.
Bill Committee.
The Honourable Chris Bishop.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I move Government Notice Motion number 1 in my name, establishing the Parliament Bill Committee. Mr Speaker, this motion establishes a special select committee called the Parliament Bill Committee to consider and report on the Parliament Bill. It consists of 8 members to be nominated by parties to the Speaker. National has 2, the Labour Party has 2, Greens 1, ACT 1, New Zealand First 1 and Te Pāti Māori 1 as well. And look, this reflects the fact that the Parliament Bill is something that is a very important constitutional bill, and it speaks to the importance of having a degree of bipartisanship and consensus around making sure the bill is well supported across the Parliament. And so it's been discussed with the Business Committee and other parties in advance of this motion, reflecting the fact that it would be appropriate to have a special select committee, equal membership from the government and the opposition, to make sure that we can work in a bipartisan way.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. The Honourable Dr Duncan Webb.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Just really speaking in support of the motion, I'm excited to be meeting on Fridays in a week in which the House has been sitting. It is a standard carve-out, but it's good to see that we'll have the flexibility to meet where appropriate. And just want to recognise the cross-party work that's been done in Business Committee and elsewhere in respect of this bill in this committee. Looking forward to it being chaired by Right Honourable Adrian Rarafe, who I think will do an able job. Kia ora.
Call on Ricardo Menendez March.
Yeah, I'm rising to take a short call on behalf of the Green Party to support this motion. We believe that an ad hoc committee to consider the Parliament Bill makes a lot of sense. We acknowledge that because of the constitutional nature of this bill, we do need a committee with members that are able to also actively communicate with the caucuses, as this has an impact on basically how all MPs' work is carried out. We acknowledge that we were consulted about this piece of legislation about 3 years ago, and we also just want to acknowledge that this is a bill that is really significant, that because of the nature of the bill, we would have liked more than 8 months to actually consider this bill, just to make sure that actually whatever comes out of the select committee is enduring, because at the end of the day, issues that relate to, for example, entitlements to MPs can be really controversial. And we do want to make sure that we have the public's backing and that we iron out any political tensions, because what we do in that select committee will have an impact not just in this parliament but for future parliaments to come.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. The contrary, no. The ayes have it. I call on Government Order today number 2.
So that's some more establishment of a committee for a bill we don't quite know the full details of, but we will be about to find out. But for those who are wondering which MPs are on the committee, here's on Parliament's website. You've got former Speaker Adrian Rarafe, who will be the chairperson. The deputy chairperson, Scott Simpson. We got Uncle Andy. We got Maria Mino Kapikingi. We've got Dana Kirkpatrick. I feel like I want to put a Fitz in there, but it isn't. Cameron Luxton, Ricardo Menendez March, and I think the only person from the South Island, Duncan Webb. Yes. Bit concerning about the lack of South Island people in that list.
Not really. Although it's not a surprise in that the number of MPs from the South Island is less, I think, than the number of MPs from the North Island because of the distribution of population. But also, we know that there's at least 3 parties in Parliament at the moment who don't give a shit about the South Island anyway.
That's true.
And I think only was it? Oh no! Mark Patterson is from South Island. I was going to say, and I don't know if they've got MPs from the South Island, but then wait a minute, yeah, Mark Patterson is from the South Island. So yeah, it's yeah.